Today in this video, we'll learn how you can effectively use ChatGPT for SEO related tasks and save a lot of time and effort. Basically, these are the tasks that would require a VA to do, but with ChatGPT, you can automate these tasks. You can create custom GPT if you're using the paid version of ChatGPT. So let's get started. So the number one thing I use ChatGPT for is suggesting me ideas for creating linkable assets. Linkable assets are basically pages on your site where you provide extra helpful content, maybe in the form of calculators or tools or something which is worthy of sharing, and you get links back to these pages from the sites naturally. So let's see it in action how we are going to do it. Let's open ChatGPT and here paste this prompt. It says that you are an SEO with years of experience, and basically here now you have to suggest what niche you are in. So for example, if I'm in the router niche, so I'll just say share link worthy assets in router niche, think of topics and all of that. So and after that just give it and press enter. But then ChatGPT would suggest you with all of these topics that you can use to create linkable assets. But the next thing that you can do to make this prompt even better is ask ChatGPT to give all of this in a tabular format. So as you can see, now I've refined this prompt even further. What we have added is we have asked ChatGPT to suggest the topic in a tabular format. In one column, suggest the topic name. In second column, a brief description of the idea. In third column, suggested word count. In fourth column, type what kind of content it is, whether it's a text, a post, or an infographic and videos and anything else. So now we'll give it this prompt. As you can see, ChatGPT has now generated all of this data in a tabular format. Topic name, the description of for that post, suggested word count, type of content. What you can now do is use this as a starting point and have a conversation with your content writer to see which of this topic would be the perfect fit for your site. Don't take everything what ChatGPT says, just use your common sense and see whether or not this is something that people would be looking for, and if this is something that would get you links. So yeah, this is one way I use ChatGPT to kind of brainstorm ideas for linkable assets. Now the second thing that I use ChatGPT for is to suggest me anchor text while building internal links as well as backlinks. So let's look at this prompt. Provide suggestion for anchor text that would be suitable for link building to a specific page. Consider relevance, diversity and natural integration within the content. So let's see how we can actually use this. Now I pasted this prompt here. What we need to do is here we have to actually provide ChatGPT with the context of what that page is about. So here what we can do is link building to a page on, let's say the topic is link building itself. Link building done right. Okay, and now I'll just ask ChatGPT to come up with all of these anchor text. Now as you can see, ChatGPT has come up with a lot of suggestions. So best practices for link building, comprehensive guide to effective link. So these are all natural sounding anchor text that you can use. But make sure to kind of effectively use these anchor text. Don't just go using exact match anchor text on all your links. Make sure you mix them up with partial match, with naked URLs and all of that. So just have a very well balanced anchor text profile. So whatever ChatGPT suggests, just have a look at it, use your common sense whether or not this is a good anchor text to be getting links through. So yeah, this is one way that I use ChatGPT for suggesting anchor text. The next thing I use ChatGPT for is generating outlines for my blog post and for any SEO related articles that I'm doing. This simplifies and saves a lot of time because ChatGPT 4 is able to also browse the web and get all of the competitors that what all subtopics they have covered, and then it is able to create the guidelines and the whole outline for my articles. If you don't have ChatGPT Plus, what you can simply do is also use ChatGPT free version. However, it won't be able to take a look at the what sites are ranking subs and what kind of subheadings or subtopics they are using. So there is that limitation. So let's see how we use this in ChatGPT. So I pasted this prompt here. What I've also asked ChatGPT to do is browse in Google and check what subtopics are being covered by the top ranking sites. So this is something that can be done only on ChatGPT 4. Based on that, ChatGPT does all the research and it comes up with a very detailed brief. Section 1, what should be there in section 1, what should be there in section 2, and it also links to other sites who have covered this. What you can do is basically use this as a content brief and give it to your content writer so that it saves him a lot of time doing research, going through all the sites and just kind of curating the same thing. It saves a lot of time and effort and helps them to crank out content much faster. The next thing that I do is I then ask them to give a list of all the headings that we should cover in the article. So I asked ChatGPT to give me the list of all the H2s and H3s that we should cover. So it gave me again all of the list, like this should be the headings, H2s and H3. Under type of fair colors, this should be the H3s, and so As you can see, I mean, it's self-explanatory that ChatGPT has given us with all of the data that's required for a very detailed content brief. Make sure that you just have a quick look at this, so that just to see whether or not ChatGPT has erred anywhere. And generally it's good because ChatGPT is also able to now browse the web and see what the competitors have written. So and then it picks and gathers all the data from there. But yeah, this definitely helps me a lot in creating briefs and sending it to my writers. Before we move forward with the remaining ways I use ChatGPT, please give my video a like and click on the subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I come up with new videos. All of these videos take a lot of time and effort, so it would be great if you can just show your support by subscribing and liking the video. And also please ask any of the questions that you have. I'll go through all of the comments and I'll make sure to answer it within the comment section, or I'll also create a whole video on it if that's a question that a lot of people ask. So the next way I use ChatGPT for SEO is simplifying content. I mean, as the name suggests, what I do is once the writer sends me the content, or if there is a content that I have generated from an AI, what I ask AI to do is further simplify the sentences and adjust its readability to the 7/8 grading level. What that does is it humanizes the content and makes it much less complex. I mean, even though I right now with all the Google updates and everything, I don't really suggest just going bonkers using AI content. But yeah, if you're using AI for maybe social media posts or anything else that you're using the AI content for, make sure to simplify the content so that an average person can read it and understand what's going on. So this is one of the things that I use simplifying content for. So how you are going to use it, just copy this prompt, and below that just type in your article and paste that article right here. So ChatGPT would then do that for you, and it will simplify the sentences. After that, make sure that you read the article once so that it doesn't sound robotic, and if it does, ask ChatGPT to simplify it and not sound robotic. So you can also add this in this prompt, that please simplify sentences without sounding robotic. So that's the fourth way I use ChatGPT for simplifying content and basically using it for SEO purposes. The fifth and the final thing that I'm going to cover in this video is basically asking ChatGPT to come up with questions or keywords basically that your product users or your ideal customer profile would be searching for. So as the prompt suggests, generate 20 keywords that contain any of these following: who, what, where, why, how, and will, to describe, let's say, hair colors is your product. So what that does is it uses all the W's to frame questions and come up with questions that your ICP would be asking. Let's see how that translates. So I'll just copy this prompt from here, go into ChatGPT and put this prompt. So now as you can see, ChatGPT has started coming up with question: how to use hair color for beginners, where to buy professional hair colors. These are all of the questions that ideally people looking to buy hair colors or people who already have hair colors, these are the questions that they might be having. Now again, take this with a grain of salt, use your common sense and see whether or not this makes sense. If that thing makes sense, then this is one of the ways to kind of generate long tail keywords that are questions. Then you can create content around these keywords, and that will help establish you as topical authority in that space. But make sure you use it with the help of your common sense. So yeah, these are some of the ways I use ChatGPT to assist me in doing SEO. By no ways I'm saying that ChatGPT could replace SEO, but yeah, definitely it's a good addition as a virtual assistant, and it saves you a lot of time and resources. So yeah, that's it for this video. I help e-com brands increase their revenue through SEO. So if you're an e-com brand that's sick and tired of spending a lot of money on ads and want to try and get good revenue and good results from SEO, then hit me up on Twitter. There will be a link in the description as well. You can just fill the form and I'll get to you. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Peace.